Oh, it's NFL picks week 4.
Week 4. Week 4. Yes.
Okay,
Time is flying by
we got to get
fast.
into it, huh?
Time is
I
flying by
know, I
fast.
know, I know. All right, ready to you ready to get into this? Tell people how bad our picks
Yeah.
are. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 2, 1.
Down, bow, 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 bow. Down, bow, 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 bow. Down, bow, 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 bow. NFL picks week 4.
I can tell you spend a lot of time on that every week. I could tell
Do
the
you see how I
production
just
meetings.
added in that like villainous laugh?
Yes,
I like that.
I like that. All right. Thursday night, we're gonna start off with the Thursday night football game. It's funny, right before we came on here, the last thing you said, "Huh, Detroit and Green Bay."
Yeah,
That could
that's
be a pretty good game.
I mean, that's actually a decent game. Both teams are 2-1. Jared Goff's looking good this year. Jordan Love looks surprisingly looking good. We're only saying surprisingly because we just didn't really know what to expect out of Jordan Love. But
Right,
both teams are looking good, 2-1. Detroit is favored by 1.5, even though the game is in Green Bay.
Right.
I'm actually going to take the Packers in this one. I think Jordan Love shows up, has a pretty big night in this game. I think the Packers are going to win.
I think that's an excellent pick. I think, especially with them being at home, and I think with the way Jordan Love's been playing, and he is on one of my fantasy teams, so I definitely.
Oh gosh,
but
we don't want to talk about fantasy. I'm in dead last. I'm in dead last. I'm 0-3, and I'm actually projected to lose this week too.
Well, we got to start cheating then, or something. Right?
I need a refund. Yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah, anymore. Maybe stop sending people terrible trades for Calvin Ridley. I don't know. Maybe that would help.
I don't know who would do that.
I don't know. Try to trade him for a quarter and a 2025 fourth round pick or something. That was terrible. But this is time for anti-Raj pick.
Dance moves get worse and worse each week. I am definitely calling Brittany after this. I'm saying you got to help her out, but I don't know if she can dance, so I don't know.
Oh, these are the moves that.
No.
Okay. I'm definitely taking Detroit.
Okay.
Is it a great pick? No. Is it a good anti-Raj pick? No. Does it support Ahoda? Support Ahoda. Yeah.
Shout out to Hoda.
So
yes.
Going with Detroit.
All right.
That gets us to Sunday, which it's always weird when these scores are read out. Atlanta and Jacksonville. Actually, where are they, in London this week?
I believe, this is what part of what they consider the international series. So yes, it's Falcons. I think, they're in London.
Yep. Jacksonville has looked bad here, so they had to fly all the way out so maybe they could start.
We got to go out of the country to win a game. Yeah.
Yep. I'm taking Jacksonville at almost home, though.
Yeah, me too. I think Jacksonville covers in this game. I think Trevor Lawrence bounces back and has a pretty good game. I like what I've seen so far to him and Calvin Ridley. So I think that's a nice little combination. I saw somewhere the other day where someone said, like, what if, I think it was yesterday on a podcast, where someone was like, what if Brock Bowers got drafted to Jacksonville? I'm like, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty interesting.
They were good. Yeah, they were happy with that. My only thought was I thought they already had Ingram at tight end. But yeah, they do. Wherever Brock Bowers is going, he's going to be a star, I think.
Exactly.
So, but Jacksonville.
Maybe Miami. Maybe he falls to the Dolphins. Oh,
yeah, because you need more offensive weapons.
We do.
Right?
70 wasn't enough.
70 wasn't enough. Okay. Jeez. Greedy, aren't we? Washington at Philly. I'm going with Philly.
I'm going with Philly. And then Philly's at home, right? Yeah. Philly's favored by 8. That's a pretty big.
But Washington looked bad last week against Buffalo. So
yeah, they did. Offense did not really mount up. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Philly on this one to cover.
Yep. This is an interesting one. Cincinnati at Tennessee. So Joe Burrow basically said he played last week just so they wouldn't go 0-3.
Right.
Tennessee's looked awful. Go ahead.
Yeah. And no, I'm saying Joe Burrow looked like, you could tell he was hurting. He was out there hobbling, just limping. And I'm thinking that was just game 3, or that was just game 3. Like, how do you expect to make it through the season? I think he's going to re-injure that calf.
I do too. I do too. And this could, this is one of those kind of sneaky games. Tennessee hasn't looked good, but neither has Cincinnati. I think I'm going to just take Tennessee at home.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I'm going to take Tennessee simply because they're at home, but this is not going to be an exciting game.
No.
And again, I don't want Joe Burrow to get hurt, but he's just not looking good this year. I think he's maybe at 70% right now.
And he's definitely a gamer, so I give him credit for that. But yeah, I don't think this is it. All right, moving right along. Minnesota at Carolina.
Why do you say first of all, is Bryce playing?
I think he's supposed to come back, but I say because both teams are 0-3. Carolina has not looked good. Minnesota, I think, is I'm surprised it's only +4. I think they're the much better team,
Yeah.
but I was listening to a podcast once, and this guy had crazy weird dude. He had Kirk Cousins as a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Why? How did he have Kirk Cousins as a top 5 quarterback? Just curiosity. Like, did he give you details? I wasn't there, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that guy is pretty intelligent and he had his reasons. So
okay. Well, that's fine. We could agree to disagree.
Yep, that's true.
I'm taking Minnesota on the road.
I'm taking Minnesota too. I think they have the better regardless of whether Bryce plays. Minnesota has a better quarterback and better offensive weapon. So, with that being said, they're going to be able to put up a little more points than Carolina.
You're not liking this at all, huh?
I have nothing to hate about this.
Denver at Chicago. Like, if I said to Minnesota and Carolina,
this is just a super game.
These two somehow gave up 110 points last week.
Yeah. Broncos just basically gave up. This is an ugly game. I could kind of see Chicago being 0-3 at this point, but not Denver. I figured Denver would have won 1 or 2 games, but I'm going to go ahead and take Denver to cover in this one.
Yeah,
I kind of feel bad for Justin Fields, and I spoke highly of Justin Fields. I thought he was going to. I think he has the potential to be a good NFL quarterback, but it's not going to happen this season. And there's just too many issues going on with him, Chicago. And I don't even know what his contract looks like, but I'm pretty sure he's like, dude, I just need some help.
Isn't he still under his rookie contract, though?
Yeah.
So it'd be weird to, although the Cardinals, I guess, did it, but dumping a rookie quarterback under his rookie contract to draft another, but man, it's looking bad in Chicago right now.
But like I said, if you draft another quarterback, what is that new quarterback going to come in and do? They're going to have the same problems as Justin Fields, aren't they?
So the thing about it, and we probably should talk more about it, I guess, on the podcast, but if the new regime might get more of a pocket passer and somebody who fits their scheme a little bit better. I think they're trying to shoehorn him into what they want to do for, kind of like a Bill O'Brien kind of guy when he was there. So, all right, moving right along. Baltimore, Cleveland. This is a sneaky
good game.
Yeah, Cleveland. At home, playing much better defense, much more consistent. If they can get anything out of Deshaun Watson, you're talking about great playoff team, potential Super Bowl kind of team. But you never know what you're getting week to week.
Right.
I think I'm gonna take Cleveland at home.
I am actually with you on this one. I'm going to take Cleveland to cover in this game. Cleveland and that defense, and Myles Garrett is looking really, really Myles Garrett-ish this year, looking like an absolute monster. I'm going to go to Cleveland and that defense.
Yep, I agree. Maybe don't need to spend as much time. Pitt at Houston, I'm going to just take Pitt. Although that could be a sneak. You know what?
CJ, and I told you this, CJ Stroud is not – he's actually looking decent. Houston got their first win, I believe it was last week. So I'm still going to go with Pitt in this game. I'm going to go with Pitt.
I'm going to go with Pitt, but it's one of those, like, if Houston won, it wouldn't shock me at all.
Right.
I don't know what you're getting each week in Pittsburgh's offense.
Yep.
The Rams at the Colts. Colts looking surprisingly good, even without Richardson back there.
How long is he out? Is he back this game?
I don't know. I thought because it was a concussion, you never know almost until like the day of.
Okay, so we'll find out.
And I think I'm going to take the Colts at home. I think I'm taking the Colts at home.
Have I done my anti-Herb pick yet?
No.
Here we go. I'm going to take the Rams to beat the Colts.
Whoa. That's it?
That wasn't a build. Yeah, I need an intro. Come on.
Golly, I'm so disappointed.
Ready?
All right, hold on. Yeah, so I think I'm taking the Colts at home.
This is what I call my anti-Herb pick. I'm going to take the Rams simply because Herb said something else. What?
That was great.
Thank you.
That was great. I can't even hate on that one.
Thank you.
Moving right along then. The Saints at home against Tampa Bay. I'm taking the Saints. This is a weirdly very important game in the NFC South.
But I think the Saints have the better defense this year.
No Carr though for this game.
And Baker's not looking that bad this year. I mean, he's got him at 2-1. It's not bad.
You say that about a lot of people. They don't look that bad. Like, do you think
because I don't have all his numbers in front of me? But I mean, to get out of 3 games, you won 2. I mean, you're done your job as a quarterback.
Okay, so, I'm taking the Saints though, even with Jameis.
I am taking the Saints too.
The Raiders at the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers because they're at home, but this just looks like it could be a goofy game. Staley's getting fired this year, the coach for the Chargers.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. He lucked out with the decision in the last game.
Do you think Kellen Moore gets that job then?
I don't know if he's like head coach material yet. You know what I mean?
He's a heck of an offensive coordinator. I mean, last year when he was in Dallas, I think Dallas was like I heard stats were like Dallas was #1 in the red zone last year, but now they're like in the 20s. Yeah. Somewhere. So he's a heck of an offensive coordinator. Maybe he'll come to Bama or something. Anyway,
you recruiting in the middle of the show? All right.
I'm gonna take the Chargers in this game at home.
Taking Dallas at home and a bounce back.
Yeah, Dallas
could be a low-scoring game because New England's defense is pretty good, but I feel like Dallas will make one play.
I would not be surprised if New England kept that as a competitive game though, because I feel like Dallas does have like stagnant offense though. Their defense is gonna help them win the game, but the Patriots can put up a few points.
Yeah, I agree. Arizona, San Francisco. Arizona has looked good. Let's give them all the credit. They have been. They won last week, but but they're overmatched in this one. And another overmatched game, KC at the Jets. Like, KC doesn't even have to play well. The problem here is I just don't know the Jets will overscore.
No, they won't. They'll probably get around 7 to 10 points in that game.
Seattle
and Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift's probably going to be at the game. It's Monday Night Football. I'm just saying. There's going to be a lot of bad blood there.
No, she can make the bad guys good for a weekend. Or maybe she can make the good guys bad for a weekend. We'll see how it works out. All right, Seattle at the Giants. The Giants are favored by 1. That's interesting to me.
Is that simply because they're at home?
I guess, but I didn't give him that much credit. Like in our shout out to our friend Mr. U. Yeah, I think I'm going with Seattle. I hope he doesn't see this.
Yeah.
So he does a show, Mr. U, which by the way is every Monday morning at 7 or 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Yeah. With Football Talk with Bo, who's actually been on our show as well. And Bo's a Seattle guy, so that should be an interesting show.
Yeah.
I'm picking Seattle, and maybe we just hope that Mr. U doesn't see this.
Yes. I'm with you on that one. I got your back.
Okay. All right, so that's all the games for the week.
Herb, you know, that's the Herb disrespect for the week. He threw in his Dolphins disrespect. One of the bigger games of the week.
I do it just for the look that you give me, don't make me come over there.
Maybe the biggest game of the weekend is an AFC East matchup. Dolphins are in Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 2.5. Obviously, Dolphins have, I think, the highest scoring offense in the league right there after 3 weeks. Just put up a 70.
That's not fair though, because you guys put up 70 to kind of skew the averages.
Not our fault. We probably could have got 90 if we really wanted to. Maybe even closer to 100, but we stopped. Against Buffalo. Buffalo obviously had the ugly loss week 1 against the Jets. But now Buffalo's at home. But Buffalo's favored by 2.5. But you know I'm taking the Dolphins. Come on.
Right. Yeah.
You know I'm taking
the Dolphins. This is a prime spot. After that first little hiccup, Buffalo has looked better the last couple weeks, dominating against Washington. Tough matchup for Miami because they can put up some points, but they have a better defense than they face so far. Yep. Although the line's at 54, so everybody's expecting this one to be a shootout.
So we'll probably get 40.
My support Raj pick. I'm going with the Dolphins in this one.
Thank you.
Yes.
You heard what I said. If the line's at 54, we're going to get 40. So it's going to be like 40-14.
40. Oh, really? Or is it going to be 40-39?
I think it's going to be like something like 40-21. I'm going to.
You think you're going to beat them that bad?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for you, but I'm definitely picking Miami in that game. So
appreciate it. Me too.
All right. Well, that's another wonderful week of NFL picks. Hope you're checking us out. Check out our Bama vs. the World, our college picks, and our podcast every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central. Raj.
Yes.
You gonna take us home? 3, 2, 1. You the man.
Yeah. Yeah. Outro music. NFL Week 4 picks.
Oh, roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.